you this important message.
Hey guys, welcome back to the first episode of Hook, Line, and Rapper, the podcast where me, Glossy, a local rapper in Kent, I'm going to be promoting other local rappers and producers in the area. So we're just here to talk and have a good time. I have with me a man of music, but so much more than that. He's a backpacker, a horticulturist. I think I said that right.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got back from climbing the high peaks of the Adirondacks. So he's the mountain man musician himself, Soap the Pope.
On a rope.
On a rope.
Young
down
Quickscope,
a slope.
A.K.A.
Ooh.
Young Quickscope. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I just put in some shit. But
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty well. What about you?
I'm doing just
Chilling.
wonderful right now. Yeah, we just
Cool.
chilling. It's all good. So like, let's let the people know where you're from. Give a little intro, little childhood information about yourself.
Alright, so I was born in South Euclid. Moved to Hudson, on the border of Hudson and Twinsburg when I was, I want to say, like, I don't even know, 3 years old or some shit. I went to high school there for 2 years, and then I moved to Kent Roosevelt out here to do the forestry and horticulture program.
Hell yeah, man.
Yup. And that's where I really started, like, finding my passions and stuff. I met a lot of people out here that make music, and we started working together, and that's how I started kind of getting into recording my own stuff. So, and right now, my girlfriend and I just moved into an apartment in Twinsburg.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going well. I picked up my first kitchen table today. Yup, growing up.
First adult
moves,
purchase,
man.
bro.
Big moves.
I remember the days. They're exciting, but they get old.
Yeah, I feel you. What's up?
All right. Oh, Moo, what's up?
Just kidding.
We can bring the cat on the camera. Hi, Moo. This is my cat, Moo. She's super cute.
Featuring Moo the cat.
So, the backpacking stuff, you told me you wanted to be, like, the first backpacking rapper.
Yeah.
Tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, that's one of my passions. Probably, like, my first passion. I started hiking a lot in 8th grade. And then, I'm good. And then we, within high school, I want to say, either my freshman or sophomore year, I took my first trip to the Adirondacks. We did the Northfield Placid Trail, about 40 miles over 3 days. And that's what truly made me fall in love with doing it all. It was really great. Saw a lot of beautiful stuff. And then when I just went back this next time, because we were with someone who was older, so we just walked a flatter trail. This time I went with her and we climbed the mountains for the first time.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking amazing. It was right over by where they do the Winter Olympics.
For real?
Long Lake.
That's so cool.
That was the first trip. Yeah.
Damn. Where's the Adirondacks at? That's like New York, right?
Yeah, upstate New York.
Hell yeah. That's a cool area. I love New York.
A lot of people just think, like, oh, New York City. Like, I was just talking to someone and they were like, I didn't even realize New York had some shit like that.
That's true, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's some beautiful mountains and shit up there and all the trees.
Yeah, dude. It's great. I also go to Maine every year. That's one of my favorite
places.
places.
Maine is like one of my favorite places in the world.
Way,
I love Maine. I took a vacation
beautiful.
there as a child. Fell in love with
it.
it. Like right on the shore, but... Excuse me. Sorry. Right on the shore somewhere. I don't remember the city. I was like pretty young, but...
Yeah.
Dude, like the beaches were like big rocks.
Oh, dude, that's
so
okay,
cool.
So we go to Goose Rocks Beach, which is that my whole family, like through my grandparents, they've been going there for like probably like 60 years now, and it's just been a tradition through my family to go to this one neighborhood right on the shore. But what I've discovered recently over the past few years is that my thing is I like to go to Acadia Park, the Acadia National Park.
Oh,
that shit's
yeah.
just beautiful, man. I love it there.
Hell yeah, man. I fucking love nature.
It's great.
It's some good shit. People
It's
should go out
therapeutic.
more.
They actually, I'm gonna like say some weird shit right
Go
now.
for
but
it. Go for it.
They did a study on people who, like, what people did in their leisure time, and it was like the people that went. They had two groups. One group went and they saw a movie every weekend or every day I think for like 2 weeks or something like that. And then there was two people for for the other group, and they went and they worked in a garden for 2 hours a day, and their cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, was a lot lower than the people who went to the movies and stuff.
Damn.
I think it's just because that's kind of where we're supposed to be, you know.
No, I feel that. There's definitely some truth to that for sure. Yeah, for sure. So let's get into the more musical related things now.
Sweet.
Probably.
Sweet.
Like, tell me about like what got you interested in music in the first place. I mean, everyone like likes music, I guess, but like some people take a a certain liking to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Deeper level.
So, what sort of got me started? This was like the first moment that I decided I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a writer at least, or
Yeah, for sure.
do poetry. And I did poetry up until I started recording stuff. So in 3rd grade, around the time I think I was 8 years old, I wrote this poem in class and turned it into my teacher. And she was like, "Did you actually write this? Like, this is really good." And she like hung it up in front of class and shit like that.
That's awesome.
And so I was like, "All right, sweet." You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm okay at this. So throughout just like grade school and all that shit, I was just a writer. It's how I got my feelings out. I grew up in a pretty like fucking crazy household with just crazy shit going on all the time. So it's my way of putting my thoughts down just so they weren't building up in my head. And then around 7th grade, that's when I started rapping and writing music. And then I never even really listened to rap much, so I feel like that's part of why I'm okay, like as far as having my own style. I don't worry about originality too much because I think that's silly.
Sure.
But then in the 8th grade, started freestyling a bunch. I basically got kicked out of one school and moved to public school, and that's when I was like, that's sort of a transformation period for me. I started smoking weed and shit. Started writing stuff, and then
becoming a bad kid, bro.
Right.
Bad seed.
Or just like regular shit, you know.
Yeah.
And so yeah, same thing. So then afterwards, moving into high school, I started rapping and freestyling and stuff like that. But I was kind of just like, all through high school, I was sort of into drugs and shit like that. I wasn't really focusing and stuff. I'm pretty surprised. Not surprised, I worked pretty hard, but I'm happy I graduated high school because I was fucking around pretty hard towards the end of it. Anyways, so started freestyling and stuff within high school. About sophomore year, I recorded my first song, and that was really cool. I did that with my friend Anthony Giamo, and he showed me like how he was just mastering his stuff in his house. He had some towels taped to the ceiling to make a little booth.
For sure.
And so that was the first time that I was like, all right, man, I can do this on my own. You know?
Yeah,
what I
hell
mean?
yeah, for sure.
Like I need to start getting into that. So then around junior year, no, it would have been like the end of senior year, I bought my first microphone and got Logic Pro, and that's when I just started to master my own stuff and really got into it, and now it's really what I do like every single day. I try to make a song a day. It's my true love, man. If I could make music for the rest of my fucking... I'm going to make music for the rest of my fucking life. But if I could really get somewhere with it, that'd be a beautiful thing. I would be super happy with it.
No, I feel that. I connect with that for sure, bro.
Right, dude.
Right on the same level.
I've had dreams about, like, rocking stages and stuff and making crowds go crazy since I was, like, before I was really even rapping and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's a pretty elongated version of the story. But.
No, I feel that's good. And I don't know. From knowing your music and listening to it myself, I'm a huge fan of your shit.
Thank you, man. That means so much.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Like, you can definitely, like, the passion and everything involved, like, that's what, like, I don't know. That's why I connect with it so much, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I feel like some people are missing that in their music nowadays, because I feel like right now it's sort of just like a trend to make music, because people want to look a certain way. They want to be big on the internet and all that bullshit, but they don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? They're just riding with whatever it is, and I didn't even want to put my music out there for a long time because it's just what I did. You know what I mean? To work with myself, and people were always like, dude, you gotta drop stuff. We want to listen to this. And I was like, all right, I'll do it, but I'm not gonna just throw some shit out there. I want to have real life experiences and go through, you know, my life, and then actually put that into the music. Because I don't want to be talking about lean and, you know, doing drugs and all that shit. I mean, I talk about doing drugs when I was like really into them, but mostly just trying to emulate what my head sounds like, you know what I mean?
For sure, man, for sure. I think a lot of like what's coming out nowadays is just trends, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's everyone sounds the same, man. Throw some auto-tune on the voice.
Same hook, same flow.
Triplets.
Yeah, triplet flow's been big lately.
Triplets over trap beats, just oversaturation.
Migos made that real popular.
Yeah, exactly. And
but like they're good at what they they did it. You know, they're good at what they do. They're fucking dope. I fucking love Migos. But like people that just copy, you're just a copycat at that point. You know.
I'm mostly inspired by people that have made it without being signed to a label. Like I don't know if you know Sash Hall Waterboys. They were just in Cleveland. You gotta check them out.
For sure I will, yeah.
Bones, Xavier Wolf. Bones was on, this is how a lot of people know, Bones was on Canal Street by A$AP Rocky.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you say you got them guns, but I've never seen you bang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's him, Xavier Wolf, Eddie Baker, and Chris Travis. And I just saw them, and I've been waiting to see them for like 6 years, you know?
Damn,
like,
bro.
I've been a big fan of them for a while, and so that was a great moment. It was super cool.
Hell yeah, dude. That's dope.
So that's one of my inspirations, just with the conceptual stuff that they do, like how they've gone about making music and just saying fuck the industry, recording their shit on their own, and you know, going at it that way rather than just like we were saying, just feeding people money who don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And plus, it's more rewarding to do it yourself.
That's what I think. It's like they're just quick. They want the reward.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you get a bigger payoff if you take your time.
Yeah,
in my
for
opinion.
Sure.
So.
And it just feels better, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Like sitting down, learning how to make your own music videos, learning how to master your own stuff. It's great. It's amazing.
It's a good skill to have.
Yeah,
it makes me more proud of my work for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, produce my own stuff. So
man. Yeah, because you can put it down and be like, this is all me.
Yeah,
100%
for sure.
me.
I did everything.
You know what I mean?
Like, that's my creation.
Other than the producer, which I have so much respect for producers right now.
Oh, for sure.
Because I think they make music because they're truly passionate about it. Because producers aren't getting the love that they deserve.
Oh, hell no, man.
All the popular music out right now, the only reason it's big, in my opinion, is because of the producer, because of the beats that they use, because they're literally addicting to listen to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
Like, what's his name? Metro Boomin, who makes the beats for Future. He puts binaural beats in the background of his music, and it makes it so it literally makes serotonin in your brain. Like when you hear it.
God damn, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Some
like,
fucking trippy shit.
Producers definitely don't get enough love. I feel that. And people aren't paying them and shit. I'm not cool with that.
Shout out to Lord Kiyoshi.
Yeah, I follow him because of you.
Hell yeah. ProG, he produces a lot of my stuff. We have a track that we're going to play in a little bit on our album. Shout out to Torture. That's my dude.
Oh yeah,
He's
I heard all
awesome.
his shit.
Yeah, dude. He produced the first track on my tape, and then the fourth. I think he had 3 on there. I don't know the exact numbers they are, but we talk a lot. He's got an album coming out tomorrow, actually. It's called Missing Chemicals, and I'm on it. It's a mixtape about mental illness.
Oh,
and there's different artists for every illness that they decided to speak on.
That's a fucking cool idea.
Yeah,
damn,
man.
That's
I
cool
got a lot of
stuff.
respect for him for doing that. That's going to be on his SoundCloud. I'm not sure exactly what the link is, but we'll throw it in here somehow.
Yeah, for sure. I'll drop it in the bio or
Sweet.
something. Yeah, for sure. All right. I mean, we've talked a lot about your music now.
Yeah.
We can talk about this, I guess, instead too. I was gonna pull up a song, but we'll talk about this instead. We walked in a fashion show together before I even knew you, and I just think the people should know that.
Yeah. This is sort of how we became acquainted with each other.
Yeah, for sure. Because after this happened, I followed everyone on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
And you were one of them. So,
you can see me here in the elf prince suit.
Yeah,
About to
Elrond
get
over
crowned.
here.
Yeah.
He's got to go save Rivendell, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a nice buzz cut at the time.
Yeah, beautiful.
So yeah,
I
good
like
times.
the bleach. It looks good.
Thanks.
Or the white. I don't know.
Yeah, I need to touch it up. It's pretty. People just
spotty.
listening can't see this, but yeah, it's a little spotty.
Yeah,
Roots are
I think
growing
it
in.
looks cool though when it has a different color on the undertone.
See, I kind of fuck with it because it reminds me of like bleach tips, but not as douchey because like
Yeah,
more of it's
definitely.
blonde. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking about dyeing my hair powder pink soon, but because I want to cut it soon, but I also want to give it to Locks for Love and you can't give dyed hair to
I feel that.
cancer patients because it probably has some toxins in it or something along
No,
those
I feel
lines,
that
so
for sure.
I'll probably just end up giving it to them, you know.
What if you dyed it after? How short are you cutting it?
Well, that's the thing. I would dye it when it was long and then take it off because I feel like the weird hair dye thing is also somewhat oversaturated. But
I feel that for sure.
I've had an idea for a video for a while where I dropped some merch earlier this year. We sold that out. Thank you to everyone who grabbed a piece, and it's just powder blue and powder pink, and then I've wanted to make one completely based around those colors and like maybe have my hair that color too, but I don't know. We'll see.
I can see that.
Maybe that'll be a
Or
thing.
donate it. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I'll play a track.
yeah, let's play this music for
Sweet.
sure.
I'm going to start with the In Due Time featuring ProG and produced by ProG. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
That's the idea. Okay, cool.
Everybody telling me go make it, not the point. See, music seems to be mistaken as a fucking choice. Like I can choose where, when, and how I can't avoid. The thoughts are spinning in my brain at night, I'm in the void. And the void is full of all these choices that could go destroy. Like everything you build, if you don't will, then for the boy. Yeah, the boy is I know what's right, at least as far as joy. It goes, I owe myself the role of never being coy. And distracted not from who I am will never get me back to where we wanna be. The team, I know they got my back. In fact, if we're attacked, I know there's nothing that could flatten us in any way. And I'll be honest, I won't last up. All upon my own, and even though that made me grow up, solely cause when you alone, you learn they'll never show up. If you basking in your negative, forgetting focus, fold and throw away what you had learned when you was hopeless.
You can't hide away. It only gets darker if you start today. Pause. Is it all a waste? Am I too toxic, held down by hate and angst? Ooh, can't change your fate. Only you, but you chose to wait. So stop. Think straight. Promise is a promise. Death awaits.
The drugs I was addicted to was more than I could deal with. Walking around decaying right in front of those who gave shit about who I could be, but all my luck was thrown away. It's the finest line between you and I could erase it. I did it in an instance, it made all the fucking difference. I'm sitting on the cusp of death, could fall with no resistance. I'm falling in and out of sobriety was existence, but something watching over me, I know it because listen, plenty that I know I've kept up with all these decisions and everything my brain, it made me realize I'm not this kid that's stealing shit and being pissed that no one really listened to what I had to say. That was beginning of the mission to change your life and make it right, realizing my position is relative to culminations of all of my physics. I'm not superhero, I got powers cause I'm different. That's compared to where I sat when I was clearly drifting.
Alright, so this song is sort of about what we were covering earlier. The first line is everybody telling me go make it, not the point. See, music seems to be mistaken as a fucking choice. Like I can choose where, when, and how. I can't avoid the thoughts all spinning in my brain at night. I'm in the void. So that's just sort of like everyone, or just the people around me, you know, I'm not worried about making it or becoming super popular. but people think that's like what most people just make music for. So I say
sure.
everybody telling me go make it not the point, and then music seems to be mistaken as a fucking choice. Like I couldn't stop doing this if I tried to.
Oh, for sure.
And I wouldn't let myself either because it means a lot to me. So like
That's deep. I like that shit. For sure.
and then like I can choose where, when, and how. I can't avoid the thoughts all spinning in my brain at night. I'm in the void. So I can't avoid the shit that made me make music in the first place because it's part of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
for
funny.
Yeah.
So the void is full of all these choices that could go destroy everything you build if you don't will them for the boy. And the boy is I know what's right, at least as far as joy goes. I owe myself the role of never being coy. So this part is about right here, all the choices that float around in my head where I could, do this or that, get back into some of the things that had me fucked up for a while, or I could go the right path that I'm most interested in taking, but the other one, the choices that could go destroy everything you build if you don't will them for the boy. So that's talking about how if you will your choices for yourself, sort of in the interest of others to make sure you're not hurting the people you love and shit like that, that is what's going to bring you joy. So the boy is I know what's right, at least as far as joy goes. I owe myself the role of never being coy, so I owe myself the role of never being just loose and not thinking about what I want to do, just not being just being malleable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Then let's see. So distracting eye from who I am will never get me back to where we want to be. The team, I know they got my back. In fact, if we're intact, I know there's nothing that could flatten us in any way. And I'll be honest, I won't last up all upon my own. And even though that made me grow up, solely because when you alone, you learn they'll never show up. If you basking in your negative, forgetting focus, folding, throw away what you had learned when you was hopeless. So this one is, once again, if I were to distract myself from who I actually am, which I believe I'm meant to make this type of shit, will never get me back to where we want to be. The team, I know they got my back. All my boys that I just mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
In fact, if we're all together, I know there's nothing that could flatten. In fact, if we're intact, I know there's nothing that could flatten us in any way. I'll be honest, I won't last up all upon my own, and even though that made me grow up. So I'm saying I won't last on my own. I used to think that, I'm going to do everything myself. Fuck everyone else, man. I don't,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't need the love and support, but now I've realized that, that's one of the most important things in life is just, like supporting the people you love, because that's really all that matters.
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I mean?
Supporting everyone.
Hell yeah. And then solely because, all upon my own, even though that made me grow up. So when I was on my own, made me realize that I need to grow up. And then solely because when you're alone, you'll learn they'll never show up. People, if you're basking in negativity all the time, people don't want to be around that. And then if you basking in your negative, forgetting focus, folding, throw away what you had learned when you was hopeless. So I'm saying if I throw away what I learned when I was alone, then that would be what would be folding and just being fake.
I feel that for sure,
See,
man.
I'm probably just going to do the first verse on that. I don't want to.
I feel that. Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
For sure, but it was like, that's some deep words.
Thank you,
I
man.
think you're speaking some real truths. I think most people can connect with those
Yeah,
ideas
man.
at some point.
That's
You know
it.
what I mean?
That's why I make music, is because I want, putting yourself out there and putting all your emotions out in music. It's, everyone feels the same emotions. We're all humans, you know what I mean? Everyone has fears. Everyone gets hurt. Everyone gets sad sometimes. And I think if you put the stuff out there that makes people realize that they're not alone in their feelings, then it's helpful. That's why I really appreciate what the Suicide Boys do. I don't know if you talk about that beat.
I fuck with that.
And also like Lil Peep, because they're really going through it, you know what I mean? They're really going through drug addiction and
for
shit,
sure.
and it makes people not feel like they're all on their own,
I think it's super important what those guys are doing, honestly.
For sure.
Like all the underground rappers, I think like
For sure. It's the shit, man.
there's like mad respect for them.
These
for
labels, the labels are going down soon. Spotify just made it so anyone can put music on their platform. So
Yeah, I saw
that'll
that
be
shit for
sick.
sure.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Mhm.
It's gonna be some like real shit out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. You can
know,
hope so.
No
Because,
more gatekeeping on that.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
so-
Yeah, dude, I've been looking into how fucked up the industry like really is.
Yeah.
Her and I were like reading about it. And that shit, that's fucked up. They eat up
Yeah,
people.
they're
They don't
evil,
give
bro.
a fuck about you.
They're
Yeah.
evil. They
Yeah.
make it a business.
Yeah, man. A lot
I'm
of
trying
it.
to make money, but I'm not trying to make it a business. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly. For sure. There's a difference between making a living and fucking ruining people's lives.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's greed, like
Mhm.
straight up. So
Exactly.
I'm not cool with it. But it's cool. It's cool. I like those views.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's play another song for sure.
Hello? Are you there?
Welcome back again. Normally, right here, I'd be talking about some sponsorships or something, hopefully. So, but I don't have any because it's the first episode and nobody wanted to work with me. But it's all good.
get there.
Yeah, we'll get there for sure. Any like businesses, any musicians, artists, anything, anyone, rich people, who knows? If you want to sponsor the show, just like send me an email. I guess that's more
Support my
professional.
man.
You can also DM me on Instagram. So
Show your products.
yeah, but getting back to this, I want to cover like some current event news
For
with
sure.
you. This first one I want to talk about. Let's pull it up real quick. Is the fucking mayonnaise beef, bro? The fucking MGK and
I fuck
Eminem.
with this. I fuck with what's going on right here. Because I was kind of weird because they're both signed to the same label. So I don't.
Are they really? I didn't know that.
I don't know if they're just fabricating beef, so they just.
That's what I thought at first,
that's what
bro.
I feel like a lot of that
Because
shit.
both
is,
of
man.
them were kind of like under the radar right now. Like Eminem like dropped off, bro,
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
MGK like whatever.
No one really listens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry,
I know
MGK.
I know a
I love
few.
Cleveland, but
Yeah, for sure. I know a few. I respect them, but I know a few MGK fans, and they're weird as fuck. Like most of them. But it's cool.
I got
a
some
lot of
dudes that are
love for
MGK
'em.
fans. They're pretty cool. So I guess there's a little bit of both. But it was I don't know. I still fuck with this honestly
Yeah,
because
man. I honestly, truth be told, I think that MGK might have come up on top of this. I
That's
think so.
interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting because
I feel quite the opposite, to be honest.
Well, that's good. We can have a conversation about this. So the reason that I believe about this, one thing I have to say though, I thought the video was pretty fucking corny. The one he put out.
Yeah,
and
for sure. I think he did that like the day of.
Yeah.
Bro.
But those songs are good. The song is pretty good. He addressed some shit that it's pretty true. He the thing about the corny hats and the sweatsuits.
Yeah.
I thought that was always funny.
Yeah, I feel that. How about his beard is weird?
Yeah, I mean that's some mids, but some of the questions he asked and some of the things he said about Eminem, about M being like kind of a wuss behind the scenes and telling people to do certain shit to like keep food out of his mouth or shit along that lines. That's what he brought up, but Eminem didn't really address that in his. And then another thing that I was just watching this, The Game said that what Eminem did at the end when he basically ratted on Diddy. Some people kind of saw that as like kind of.
It was like a joke though.
Yeah, who knows?
It was like a joke. I think people take it seriously.
It was a good metaphor, but it's just a little.
I think he just rhymed better, so he used it, and he's like, "Just kidding." Also, maybe he's trying to start more beef and get
Sure, man. Get
a little more infamous.
More clout.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think honestly, Eminem said some better things about it because like he said like in MGK's Rap Devil, like he would like diss Eminem and then he'd be like, "But I still respect you."
Fuck with you.
But he's like,
Like,
okay.
how can you not say that to Eminem?
But he's like, if you're gonna
point?
go so far to like even record a fucking diss track,
Right,
about
you might
it,
as well be a dick.
like be a
Full-on
fucking dick and
Right.
be like, I hate you and I'm way better than you because of this reason. Like, so I think he got him with that. But
Yeah, for sure.
who knows? I feel like there's gonna be another response.
Yeah,
So,
probably. I saw
mean-
a video. I got a notification on YouTube. I don't even like subscribe to any of them or anything, but it popped up and it was a video he dropped today and it had almost 100,000 plays already. So it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
working,
saying, bro. It's working for him.
you
So
know
yeah,
what I
why
mean?
not?
Yeah,
He's just gonna keep doing it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
cool. I don't blame him. That's a good plan.
for sure.
I mean, stay relevant.
And that's the type of shit that I think. What if it's just fabricated? But who knows? They seem serious about it.
They do seem serious.
It's making
I
a
feel
lot
a little.
of conversation.
I'm a little offended personally because they're getting a lot of hate, and I'm also a white dude with bleached hair, so it's
Yeah.
like, damn, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like I'm personally
don't
getting
listen to
attacked.
those people.
I'm just playing, but it's
Yeah,
all good.
People, I think I try to not take anything personally, like a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I think a lot of the problems that people say they have with you, they have with yourself. Like if someone calls you fat, that's because they probably worry about their weight as well.
For sure,
You
bro.
know
It's
what
all
I mean?
projection. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I try.
Like
to think about,
I've
yeah.
always thought it's most easy to see what people are insecure about when they're hating on somebody. You know what I
For
mean?
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Because it's like there's no reason to hate on people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's all love. That's how I see people in the underground scene arguing about, silly shit. When like, really, we should just be, pushing each other.
Yeah,
forward.
pushing each other's music. I mean,
Exactly.
here's the thing: is
if
like,
someone does do some negative shit to you, just don't even fucking pay
Yeah,
attention to it.
for real.
Like, don't give them the attention, man. Don't reply to their fucking tweets. Don't reply to them. Just let it fucking be. You know what I mean? And when you do that, they just look stupid. They just look mean.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean?
Yeah, you're like, damn, look at this guy. Like he's trying hard.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I feel that though for sure.
Right.
I mean, like people got different perspectives. Like the kind of music I make is different than the kind of music you make. I think they're both good styles of music.
Definitely,
still,
man.
I fuck with other people's sound. I got friends that make like trap music. I fuck with that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like every voice needs to be heard somewhere by someone. So it's
as
like
long as you truly give a fuck, I respect your music.
exactly.
Like as long as you're
If
in
you're
it for
serious about the music,
yeah,
then
exactly.
I respect you.
The only thing is like I know a few people. I know one dude out in Cleveland who like he was born in like a nice neighborhood in Cleveland. You know what I mean? Talks about like shooting people and robbing people and shit like that. That's
He's
the
a
shit.
Clarence, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's the type of shit that kind of gets me because it's like you start making music this year and just go directly into what's popular right now. It's like,
Yeah, because they don't
I don't know.
understand.
I'm not gonna hate that hard, but it's just like it's kind of just goofy, you know.
Well, it's like what gets people to listen to your music is if you can connect with them.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason like gangbanging music, gangster rap, like that's popular because like there's people that can connect with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm personally not one. Like a lot of people around this area are not because like it's nicer here. So it's like So like, but like don't try and fake it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't rap about that shit.
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's how I feel. I've done a little. I'm slightly an entrepreneur in the plant business, the regulated plant business. So
yes.
I somewhat, but it's more of a means to an end for me. It's not like a fucking like personality. Because I think being someone who sells stuff is actually like one of the loneliest things because you got people using you. You got people.
Oh, for sure. Like fake friends, bro.
Yeah, acting like they give a fuck when really all they want is you to like hook them up with this shit. And like, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Money's money. So.
Dude, like I have friends who are like dealers now.
Yeah.
And like over time, our friendship just like dwindled because they had to start like being more skeptical of everybody.
Yeah.
You know
all
what I
they
mean?
give a fuck is.
So like I definitely feel that. That's probably gotta suck on the real.
Yeah. I mean. It was pretty rough because I was talking about being alone and shit. Like, you know, I had people around me and stuff, but they didn't give a fuck about me. I mean, I'm sure you know a few people that are just drug friends. You know what I mean?
For sure.
As soon as you stop using, they're gone.
They're like, yeah, see ya.
Yeah, exactly.
I got friends. Yeah, they'll hit me up. They'll be like, hey, what's up? I'll be like, nothing. You want to kick it? They're like, do you have weed?
Yeah. That's
bro.
shit. That's like one of the main reasons that I just like stopped smoking for a while and like stopped using shit like that because you can't find real friends, man. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with like going out to frats and like fucking drinking and stuff. Everyone's just lonely and they're looking for something that they can't find out there. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I'm not trying to sneak dish you if you go to like frats and stuff, but you have a girlfriend, so you know what I mean? You're not going out there like, oh, I'm trying to find like true companionship when really all you're finding is just drug friends.
Yeah,
you know
I feel that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, I've got so many people's numbers in my phone that it's like, I'll meet them downtown or something.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, yo, we should definitely kick it. I'm like, all right, hell yeah, dude.
Just faded.
And never, bro.
They got faded, talked to you, and then they faded.
Mm-hmm. So, damn, we got off the rails there. That was wild.
Yeah.
So, but it's all good.
Next up in the news.
Let's talk about the fucking saddest thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah, bro.
Mac Miller's death.
Yeah, this shit hurt, man. I have never had losing an artist affect me as much as this guy. I grew up on him, man.
It was like,
yeah.
It felt like I've had classmates die when I was in high school, and that was weird at first. Right. And then like one of my closer friends got killed, and I was like that shit hurt. And then like when he died, it felt like
you lose
the same shit. You're like losing a homie.
And it's like that's what it's like when these people put their entire life and their entire heart into their music. You really feel it. You know what I mean? You feel like they're there for you.
Yeah.
When maybe they are, but that's why I feel like a lot of people who are genuine with music make it because they want people to relate to it and they want to spread a good message. And that's what this dude was really about. I think he
was like such a big supporter of everyone. Dude.
Exactly, man. He was the nicest fucking dude. It sucks because you lose. It feels like the nicest people are the people that go, the most legendary people. Because a lot of I think sort of the reason is certain artists feel so much, and like that's why they make music because they can accurately describe their emotions. But sometimes you don't want to feel that much, and so they start using drugs to keep yourself numb. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure when you get to a big level like he was at, man, you got a fuck ton of money and a fuck ton of fake people around you. So all you want to do is just sit and fucking do blow or something. Like that's what he was into for a while.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'd probably be in the same situation, honestly. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's even like Kid Cudi. He talks about just being addicted to coke, and not to take away from the man's here, but he was talking about how he would do coke, drink a beer, and smoke weed in the morning, and then he would actually be able to go out and talk to fans, like, because he had such bad anxiety and he felt so much.
Damn, I'll connect with that shit.
Yeah, bro. And that's I had a problem with like benzodiazepines for a while, just because I have like I struggle with PTSD just from some shit that happened early on in my life. So to stay away from, you know, all the crazy thoughts and shit like that, and like the constant anxiety because I felt like I didn't have anyone to talk to, I started abusing pills. So I really I feel for the people who pass away because of this shit, because I was almost there at one point in my life. So I know how easy it is, man. You're like literally sometimes you just get so high, it's like you don't give a fuck if you would die. You know what I mean?
Sure,
like it would just be like, well, at least I feel good while I'm slipping away. It's sad. I just recently saw someone overdose right in front of me, and his fucking face blew, pissed himself. His mom, he was on probation. His mom wouldn't call the police, and I was like, he's going to die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ended up having to be the person who called the cops. Dude got there, hit him with the Narcan. I could have sworn we were just about to watch someone die, man. It was crazy, sad. But that moment right there is kind of what scared me off of like hard drugs and shit. Cause it's like I never want anyone to have to see that look in my eyes. Like, he came back and didn't even realize. He didn't even know. He said, what happened?
No clue.
Yeah. It's scary because he passed out.
It's like an epiphany, bro.
Yeah. And he didn't even stop still. I just ended up distancing myself from those people. But when he overdosed, he was at an intersection with his foot on the brake. And so, like, if he was on the gas, dude, he would have died. He would have flown through the shit.
Bro.
Mom saw him, pulled into the shit, jumped on his lap, drive back into the driveway, and he was, like, dying in the driveway. It was fucking crazy, man. So it's a pretty gruesome story. But, yeah. But anyways, back to this guy. You ever seen him live?
I never got... Dude, there's the fucking thing. He was supposed to go on tour next month. Well, I guess this coming month. Yeah. With fucking JID and Thundercat, who are two of my fucking favorite artists.
Thundercat's amazing.
I was about to fucking catch tickets to that. It was about to be dope. Mm-hmm. I was so... That just hurt even more. When I heard it, I was like, fuck.
And one of his last tweets, I just want to go on tour.
I know.
Like, it's just heartbreaking,
dude,
man.
I retweeted that the night he tweeted it.
It gives me chills.
Then I woke up, went to work, and then as soon as my shift ended, to find out he died. I was like, what the fuck?
Horrible,
I just retweeted that shit. Like,
right. I saw him in 2013 on the Space Migrations tour, and dude, this tour, right when he dropped Watching Movies with the Sound Off, this shit was like legendary. Listen to the lineup. It was Vince Staples, Earl Sweatshirt, Mac Miller, Chance the Rapper, when he wasn't even blowing up.
This is when he got all them people up, right? Yeah.
He opened for them. Now he's huge. And the internet. Like,
yeah, he brought all them up. I was just watching an interview with him.
It's fucking amazing. It was a life-changing show, man. He
came
out,
bro.
Yeah, he came out with a bunch of candles lit. Dude was playing the piano. It's fucking beautiful, man. He's a true
I'm gonna have to
musician,
try and find some leaked footage of that or something.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you can. But yeah, we gotta, push on, keep making this genuine music in
for sure in
memory, man. Yeah, we can't.
This fucking podcast was inspired by him, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I just so inspired by how he supported everyone.
That's
like,
beautiful, man.
He brought up like the internet. He brought up like Vince Staples, bro. Wasn't even like rapping because like he didn't have a producer. He didn't have a studio. Mac Miller's like, bro, I got you.
Then they made that whole tape with the Larry Fisherman.
Exactly, bro. That Larry Fisherman shit, and boom, look at Vince Staples now, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's just like, because I just want you to because I just want you to make songs.
Yeah,
like, you're good.
Exactly, dude.
Like, that's too genuine, bro. So I was like, I gotta bring people up too,
right?
For sure.
That's how the real shit comes out of pure love. You know what I mean? Not I want a few bucks off you.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But that ends up
that proves
being
it.
How you make the bucks is not giving a fuck about the money. You care about the music, man.
Exactly.
You make music. You make the music you want to make. Eventually, people catch on because they're like, "Oh, this is different." Eventually, you know what I mean?
You can connect. You
know?
know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a beautiful show. I just saw Vince in Orlando at a carnival with Tyler. It was sick.
I saw the same show but in PA, bro.
Oh yeah,
that
mad people passing out.
Not
Because it
here,
was
bro.
Florida.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, it was Florida. It was
Yeah.
outside, so it was just hot
Damn,
as
we had
fuck.
indoors. I snuck 2 blunts in that bitch.
Yeah, there you go.
And we didn't even get to fucking smoke them because there's a cop like 3 feet away from me, bro. And they had
Yeah,
the lights on. They had the lights on for some of it.
Dude, at this Session Waterboy concerts, the dude didn't give a fuck what we were doing. I saw someone, he was a Puerto Rican dude, I think, and he saw another Puerto Rican dude in the crowd lighting a blunt, and he walks over to him, he's like, we gotta look out for each other, man. Don't say that I saw you and that I know you doing this. If anyone asks, I don't know. And then this dude right next to me and his girlfriend were just sitting there, literally fucking doing coke right next to this dude.
What the fuck?
Right next to him, man. He was, I don't know how the fuck they got off doing it.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
wild.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, that shit was not happening where I was at.
Yeah,
It was very tame.
Yeah, it was fire.
So yeah, let's play one more of your songs
Sweet.
for the people.
Yeah, this next one right here, this is like my most popular guy on the Cloud of Sound. It's at about 20K streams right now, which
Oh, hell yeah.
is mind blowing because I never thought people would listen to it like that. But
So I'm saying you're making waves, bro.
right on.
Let's get it up.
Wanna say something but there's nobody around. I wanna see someone but they try to bring me down. And that's a pipe dream because everything I found is full of downfalls. If you fall and you will drown. I listen to myself and try to emulate the sound. I do my best but there's some things that you just don't get out. What's around me made the voice inside my head talk. Tells me when to eat, sleep and take the dog to walk. Well, she was the first to make me really miss a lot. The mold you try to fill without the proper pieces parts. The people parting ways without a proper way to start. Over on their own and overall I think it's hard. And when I start to question it I just try to recall your arms and how it felt to feel them when we laid out on the lawn. And that's the feeling that I look for now that you are gone. The voice inside my head is looking for something that's fond. Days in desolation, remember you was my craving. Things that I am saying, breaking, making me sound crazed. And wander all of creation just to find it again. Feeling that was raising way back when we was just friends. Riding on your wave after class, I never thought of the end. Until the day came that we passed each other trying to pretend like we ain't seen nothing, guess that's what it was. But why it hit my mind like a motherfucking bus every single time that I gotta wake up. Like fuck, own self, something I can't get from. Gotta chuck, no wealth gonna heal this bump. So I gotta go and make the trunk do just that. Won't cut back, pressing myself like a thumbtack. Guessing that I might as well thumb racks. Despite what I said, we alone by the end. Your legs for the lead and a soul for a friend.
Hey, shout out to Fijiwah out in Florida. That's like one of my best friends.
Shout out for real. Yeah.
Shout out.
That's dope.
Shiggity shout out. That song's a conceptual song about like your earliest relationships and how it sets up your mindset for ones further down, but just learning to distance yourself from all that shit. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm here, throw a beat on. Let's see.
All right. Let's get it. And by let's get it, I mean you.
You can go in too.
I don't know if I'm in the...
Probably just throw the same one down.
What's up?
I'll just say I'll probably just throw the same one down. Yeah. Deductive reasoning, I show myself that I am nothing. Waking in the morning, try to search for meanings of it. I don't mean to miss you, but my head has got me ducking. Running from the ones I love while trying to overcome it. What is wrong with me? I thought I understood abundance. Like everything I needed wasn't much, and now it's something that I'll never reach because my strides are getting smaller. Legs are getting heavier, the mountain's getting taller. Now snow is falling on the peak, do I even want to make it? Fuck it, I could take the cold, I feel that when I'm waking. Raking in the money like it's nothing, but I hate it. Looking at me in the mirror like who the fuck is Aiden? That went too well. I'm thinking, saves my sanity, breaking my rules while I am drinking. I quit using the drugs because I couldn't find no real friends. Fucking up my head and so confused about my feelings. Fucking up my life and living lies, and that's some real shit. Wish you understood because you wouldn't find me crazy. Even though I might be, that's just demons try to chase me. Even though for fact if I met them they couldn't face me. Bitch.
Hey. Bitch. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
It's a good time, man.
This was a really good time.
Yeah,
I had fun.
My first on film interview. I did a podcast earlier.
This is also my first on film interview.
Yeah, man.
Also my first time interviewing someone.
Good shit.
That's a lie. Well. In 5th grade, I interviewed the fire department in Stowe.
There you go, bro.
Yeah, it was fucking sick.
You got your start there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, early in March, I dropped the Soap EP, my first project, mostly about my girlfriend right here.
Let's bring her in. Let's get her on camera.
For a moment,
bring her in.
Bring the cat.
Bring my cat too.
Give us a nice wave. Rachel. And then,
this is Rachel, everybody.
Hello.
Alright, so I had that tape that I dropped earlier this year. Mostly it was just singles before. Just last month on August 10th, I dropped my first album with all my new equipment that I picked up. So the mastering on that one's much better. Just prior to all that, it was mostly just laptop mics and learning how to do the shit. But I still love that music. And then let's see, I just dropped a few singles. We just went to the Adirondacks. We dropped that 8:23 a.m. music video, and then it's the first time I'm announcing this on October 31st, Halloween. I'll be dropping a tape completely produced by Fijiwah and ProG. So be on the lookout.
Heard it first here, everybody.
Yes,
you
sir.
fucking heard it first here.
Yes,
That's what's
sir.
up.
Hell yeah.
Damn, I can't wait, bro. Sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Well, hell yeah. Nice having you, bro.
Yeah.
First guest.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
have to do it again sometime, for sure.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Okay, Moo, how's it look? Now, babe, you sit here while Moo comes and checks the levels.